How's it going, everyone? This is PC here, and I wanted to give my thoughts on the Resident Evil 4 remake, which is about to come out soon. And I am obviously looking forward to this because I have been waiting and anticipating this ever since it was announced. I am a huge Resident Evil fan. I mean, Resident Evil 4 is what got me into Resident Evil, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. I own every single version of it. I own the GameCube version, I own the Wii version, I own every single port of this game, which I actually plan on doing a video about Resident Evil 4 and how much this game means to me, and that'll be up on the channel soon. But I want to talk about this remake and why I'm excited about it. So, first things first. I watched some gameplay footage, which you guys will see in this video. There is a lot to take in. Improvements in the gameplay, improvements in the environment, just everything about this remake. It's looking really, really good. And I was bummed out because I want to get my hands on this. I really do. I love the fact that they changed the combat system a lot in this game. You have the new parrying system, which allows you to deflect attacks and projectiles, which not only makes you a badass, but it definitely is needed because in the original game, you had no way of protecting yourself aside from using your gun to shoot projectiles away. But aside from that, you were pretty much defenseless. If you didn't have any bullets or anything like that, you were fucked. So it's nice that they beefed up the combat a little bit, which was definitely needed. They also did some improvements on the inventory system, which I will say this, the inventory system in the original game is one of the best things. You could pretty much organize it however you want. You could put items anywhere you want in this tiny little briefcase, which that was one of the issues I had with the original, was how small the inventory system was. But it made sense back then. But now you can actually store your items into a storage box, just like in the other Resident Evil games. Now, another thing that I was impressed with was the enemy AI, which that is one of the biggest issues with Resident Evil 4, is how dumb the AI can be sometimes. In this game, it seems like they improved on how the enemies attack you, where instead of them just lunging themselves carelessly at you, they have different methods of attacking you. Some of them might grab you, some of them will attack in groups. There is so much variety that definitely improves on the combat, as well as making each situation more dangerous as you tread along. Now, in terms of the graphics, of course, I mean, it looks really, really good, especially the village and some of the later areas that you go through in Resident Evil 4. It looks like they took a lot from the original Resident Evil 4, yet made those parts more scarier, which basically changes the whole atmosphere of the game. And it also looks like the environments are bigger as well, especially in the castle section, which is one of my favorite sections in the original Resident Evil 4. It looks like they beefed it up even more, and I love the fact that you can now control the fucking cannon and be able to shoot enemies with it. It's just freaking amazing. So yeah, the environments are a lot more horrifying, which completely changes the tone from the original, which I'm glad to see that they took some of the original stuff and they basically turned it into their own thing, sort of like they did with the other remakes. And speaking of the other Resident Evil remakes, this kind of goes into my worry here, because Resident Evil 3 Remake was a disappointment, mostly because it was nothing more than a copy-paste of Resident Evil 2 Remake, which I enjoy Resident Evil 2 Remake. But Resident Evil 3 Remake was a disappointment because it didn't really change anything. I mean, aside from the graphics and everything, it still felt like the same game that I played before. But I'm hoping that Resident Evil 4 Remake does offer more than the other remakes. And I'm not going to say that this is a copy paste. I mean, it looks like they actually took the time into this one because they knew that this right here had to be good. It has to be different from all the other remakes, which is why I'm eager to check out the demo once the demo drops. So yeah, I am looking forward to Resident Evil 4 Remake. I hope you guys are too, because you could definitely bet your ass I'm going to be streaming that game as soon as it comes out, which it's set to come out on March the 24th. And hopefully you guys look forward to my Resident Evil 4 video, which is going to be dropping soon. But nevertheless, that's really all I have to say. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and also be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos. This has been PC signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.